Do you plan to study your degree in the UK in a top-ranked university? Anglia Ruskin University London has interesting options offering you high-quality education in the UK. Hi, and thank you for joining this live stream Study Your Masters with Anglia Ruskin University London in the UK. My name is Augusto Mante. I'm recruitment manager for Global Studies, and Global Studies has many different destinations to offer you. If you want to study in the UK, in Canada, Spain, Italy, the USA, Lithuania, Germany, Ireland, Malta, and many other destinations, you just have to contact us. You can find us in our social media. And don't forget to follow us in order to know more about the different options that our partners have for you. You have here our contact data, so you can ask for your free guidance session. Don't forget to contact us. And today we are with Matthew Muller. He is representing ARU London, Anglia Ruskin University London. Hi, Matthew. How are you?
Hi, Hugo. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you. I'm great. How are you?
Fine. Thank you. Matthew, it is a pleasure to have you here with us to talk about Anglia Ruskin University London. And we also have here a short introduction video that we want to show everybody that is with us.
What makes the learning community at ARU London strong is that we know what students are after. It's not just about learning about an academic subject, but it's being equipped to utilize those skills even better than graduates from other universities. We're essentially placed in the East India area, which is not too far from the Docklands. In terms of our course portfolio, we offer a variety of business courses with specialisms. We offer law degrees and we offer healthcare-related courses, and this is both at undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Overall satisfaction for our students, it's in the 84% range, which is quite remarkable considering that the national average is 76%. It is about supporting students, and we take pride in the fact that we are responsive in that regard.
Well, Matthew, here we have your presentation ready. Could you please tell us about the programs that Anglia Ruskin University London can offer us, please?
Great. Yeah, thank you. And thanks for joining or watching this video. It's a great pleasure to be able to speak to you. So yeah, as you just saw in that video, I'm representing, and as Hugo said, I'm representing the London campus for Anglia Ruskin University. So again, obviously there were some shots in that video. So just to kind of give a bit of background of where we're located in London, our campus is located in East India, which is in East London. So kind of famous landmarks that you may have heard would be kind of Canary Wharf, is 10-15 minutes away, which is the financial district of London. And there's many kind of large multinational companies which are based in Canary Wharf. And we're also about 10-15 minutes away from Stratford, which is where the London 2012 Olympic Games was held. So as I said, it's in the east part of the city of London. And our location is called East India. Again, as you saw in that video, we've got a fantastic campus. So our campus is within a 2 to 3 minutes walk maximum from the DLR, which stands for Docklands Light Railway. That's the public transport station which you can access the campus from. So we're right next to the public transport servicing our area. We opened the campus in 2019. Before that, we had a site which was in a different location in London, but we felt like we needed to invest in our campus. We feel like we wanted to open a campus that had brand new facilities, state-of-the-art IT infrastructure, and somewhere that our students can really flourish and enjoy their time with us. So that led us to our campus, which you can see here in the photo. Since taking the campus in 2019, we've slowly kind of taken up more additional space as we've grown. And at the moment, for Anglia Ruskin University London, we've got just over 100,000 square foot of teaching and communal workspace for our students. So what that means is it's about kind of 50 to 60 classrooms, varying in different size and shapes. It means that we've got 2 libraries. It means that we've got 2 e-libraries or computer labs, as we call them. There's various spaces across the campus for eating, socializing, catching up on your emails if you wanted to do that, or if you've got any group work or presentation. There's lots of areas around the campus where you can catch up and use one of our computers. There's also fantastic local amenities in the area. So you have several gyms, there's several restaurants, there's several supermarkets. So there's really lots of things to do whilst you're on campus, not only in the classroom. So there's really great facilities for all of our students to use. So I'm just going to talk about now about why should you choose ARU London? Why should you choose coming to London over any other city which you have the possibility to join? So first of all, London is obviously a multinational city and one of the most famous cities in the world. It's also very highly ranked and has continually been very highly ranked for international students. It's currently the #1 city or #1 student destination in the world for the QS 2024 rankings. And again, it's continually ranked very highly in a number of surveys and a number of the QS rankings. London always sits around the top. So again, there's really kind of justification for that, and I think hopefully by London continually ranking at the top, or if not the top, it gives you the peace of mind that not only is it me or other universities that are based in London saying that, it's also independent bodies that have done their own research and come to the same conclusion. To give you an example, or to give you a bit of an overview, 1 in 3 international students who come to the UK, they choose to study in London. So whilst there are many other universities outside of London, 1 in 3 or 33% of those students choose London. It has a dynamic economy. There are vast industries, and there is many different opportunities depending on what sector or what course you're interested in. It's the largest labour market in the UK and one of the largest in Europe and also the world. So whatever you're looking to do after your studies or even during your studies, if that did include working, then London will have an opportunity for you. I'm absolutely convinced of that. So whether that's a background of finance, whether that's hospitality, whether it's the law sector, or anything in between, there are vast and very many opportunities for our international students in London. So just taking a step back from education and from employment, it's also a great city for enjoying yourself and having fun. There are various sports teams, so whatever kind of sport you're interested in, I can almost guarantee that there'll be a club or something going on that you can watch in that. So obviously, football, soccer is the biggest sport in the UK, which London is home to many great teams, whether it's cricket, rugby, or any other sport that you're interested in. And I'm sure that you'd be able to find something of interest. And not only sport, there's also lots of other things to be getting on with if you in your spare time, whether that's going to the theatre, whether that's shopping, whether it's kind of eating different cuisines, which is prevalent throughout London. Many different international restaurants are throughout the city, and also there's world famous landmarks that I'm sure you've all that you've all seen on a photo or on the internet or on a TV show, whether that's Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, the London Eye, Houses of Parliament, Tower Bridge. You know, the list is endless. So I'm sure that if you did choose London as your preferred destination, you'll be able to explore, and you know, there's endless things to be doing. And whether you're here for 1, 2, 3 years, depending on if you wanted to stay after your degree and utilize the post-study work visa, you know, even in that amount of time, you wouldn't be able to do everything in London. There's endless things to enjoy. So just going to take you through a few photos now of our campus to give you a better idea. So obviously in that video there was some shots of the campus as well, but I just thought I would take you through a few photos. So this is on our ground floor. This is what we call the water garden. So this is an area where our students can come, they can relax, they can have their lunch, they can catch up, socialize, and our students are free to use any area which is throughout the campus. This is our main reception. So when you walk into the building, this is the first thing that you see. These are now shots of our internally of our campus. So the I Centre is our information team. So any information or any questions that you may have when you join us or throughout your studies, our I Centre team are always there to help you. This is our kind of standard layout for our classroom. So we try and make sure that all of our teaching groups aren't large groups. So you can be guaranteed that when you do study with us, you would have no more than 40 other classmates in your class at any one time. So we try and keep our groups fairly small, which enables our students, which is what we feel enables our students to get the most out of their time with us. So this is one of our computer libraries. Again, this is now just general. This is the general area throughout the campus. This space actually has computers now, so it's one of our open computer labs, and students can come and use our facilities anytime. So onto our courses. So for ARU London campus, we are recruiting postgraduate students only for international at the moment. Our course portfolio consists of 2 MBAs, 4 MScs, and an LLM Law. As you can see, the subjects there are quite wide-ranging. We have business, healthcare, finance, hospitality, marketing, and project management, and obviously law as well. So hopefully one of those subjects would be of interest to you. And if I just go on to the next slide, this gives a bit of a slightly more detailed breakdown of what one of our courses, looks like. So this is our MBA International. All of our postgraduate courses, they have 6 modules. So that means you'll study 6 different modules in your postgraduate degree with us. Each module has an equal weighting of 30 credits. And as you can see there, for our MBA International, you'll study various different subjects and skills. So for the MBA International, you touch on marketing, finance. There's also human capital management. So that's kind of HR focus, human resource focus, strategic management. And then all of our postgraduate degrees end with a integrative project, postgraduate project. And that really enables you to put your own stamp on your work. And it really enables you to choose a subject that you're interested in within that course. And then you create a full project based around that. And again, we really put this back on the student. So you do get to choose the subject area, the business you want to focus on. And it really gives you a lot of freedom to explore things that you're interested in. The delivery for our course is 2 days per week. So your timetable will be 2 full days. Monday to Friday, so weekdays. You start at 10 a.m. and you finish at 5 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch break between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. So that's 6 hours teaching per day, 2 days per week, so 12 hours on campus. You will also be expected to do some work outside of the university, outside of your contact hours, but these are just what you'll have in the classroom. All of our postgraduate courses run across 3 trimesters. So if you was to start in September, which is our next intake, your first trimester would go September to December. Then your second trimester would be January to April, and then your final trimester would be May to August, and then you'd finish your course in August, and then you'd hopefully graduate and complete your degree towards the end of summer next year if you started in September. All of our postgraduate degrees have varied assessments, so that could be coursework, presentation, exams. But again, it's varied, and each module has its own assessment criteria. So for our fees and the information for the courses, we have scholarships available of up to £4,000, which can be administered during your application. So again, when you submit your application, your Global Studies will be able to give you more information about the scholarship, or our admissions team will be able to give you more information about that. If your fees are paid in full, we will be able to offer you an additional £1,000 scholarship on top of the £4,000 scholarship if you are eligible for that. So it's a potential scholarship package of up to £5,000. We ask for a deposit of £4,000. So before you receive your CAS, you would need to pay a deposit of £4,000, and then to complete your enrolment, you'd need to pay 60% of your total fee. So that's after the scholarship. So you'd get your total fee, you would then minus the scholarship, and then 60% of that needs to be paid to complete your enrolment. And then 100% of your fees are expected to be paid before you complete your before you start your second trimester. So, in London, there are vast amounts of accommodation providers. There's lots of different options for international students. I've just listed some of the ones here. So some of the common options: flat shares, student housing, private accommodation. London can cater for all budgets. So depending on how much you want to spend, depending on where you want to live, depending on the size of the property of what you're looking for, if you want to live with other people or not, London can really cater for any kind of any budget or any size accommodation or any preference in that regard. So we have a team based in our London campus here that can help with accommodation. So if you did need any assistance, you can contact us directly and we can put you in touch with some of our providers. And we do have more information on our website as well. So if you visit the ARU London website, which is london.aru.ac.uk, and if you find the accommodation section for international students, it gives you overviews of prices, locations, and really what you can expect to find in London. So one thing that we really pride ourselves on, and one thing that we really try and do to the best of our ability, is to provide our students as much support as we can do. So as you can see here, I've kind of highlighted 6 different key aspects that I feel really that we do very well: academic support, IT support, well-being support, and then the last 3 are the teams that will be able to support you. So that's our iCenter team, our International Student Experience Office, and our International Compliance Office. So if I tackle the first 3 first, academic support is available to all of our students at any point of their degree with us. So if you're having issues, or you've got questions, or you want to understand something a little bit better, we have a range of academics, tutors, personal development tutors. These members of our staff are really there to support and guide you as best we can. So, not only are we providing an education in the classroom, it goes beyond that as well. So if you want to speak to them after the class, if you want to come in for a drop-in session, we really try and encourage our students to access our academics and the academic support structure that we have in place to the best of everyone's ability. So that's one thing that we really do pride ourselves on. And we have extensive materials online that we upload. So if you want to do some reading yourself, or you want to watch back the lecture, everything is recorded. And these are various things that we have in place. IT support, again, obviously with the current in the kind of modern world, IT is at the forefront of everything. So we have the expectation is that our students are able to engage with their studies online as well as coming to campus. So we have a lot of resource online. So if you do need help with that, or you need assistance with accessing that, again, we have a great support team to help with any IT matters. And then finally, wellbeing support. So this is more to do with outside of your studies. So if you have any mental health issues, if you're feeling slightly low, if you have anxiety, anything like that. So anything which doesn't, anything that's coming into you that's affecting your ability to study, we have a dedicated wellbeing team to step in and to help at any point. So again, it doesn't have to be about education, doesn't have to be about your degree with ARU London. If there's any issues that are affecting you and affecting your ability to come in to campus and to complete your degree, the wellbeing team are there to support you. And then, as I said, just quickly, the three departments which are front-facing to students and are available to you any day of the week if you need them are the iCentre, International Student Experience Office, and the Compliance Office. So not only do we try our best to deliver a great education in the classroom, we also welcome our students to have access to our employer network and our employability offering. So we offer many different services in terms of employability, whether that's our students asking for tips and help in terms of how to look for a job, how to interview, how to write a CV. Obviously, coming to a different country, there may be different tips and techniques that a UK market is different to your home market. So we encourage our international students to speak to us in terms of their employability aspirations. And on the screen there, you can just see there's a few of our key partners that we have placements with. So pretty much in all of our postgraduate degrees, in all of the areas and the specialist subjects that we teach, we have various employers ready to take on our graduates or take on our students for different work placements, part-time work, full-time work once you've graduated. So we take it really seriously, and it's one of the outside of the core education and outside of our teaching, it's probably the biggest service that we offer to our student and what we put in most time and resource to make sure that our offering is best in class. So, like I say, it's not something that that's built within the course. If you are interested and if you have a keen aspiration to be involved in our employability team and are interested in seeing what we can offer, our students just have to come up to us, let us know what they want to do, and then we can help as best we can. So just as we get towards the end, obviously it's very well, me sitting here and saying that ARU London does this, ARU London does that, but I just thought it would be interesting for you to read some of the recognition that we've received recently. ARU London was ranked number 3 in the UK, so that's number 3 out of kind of 150 different universities in the UK for overall positivity amongst its students. So what that means is our students have ranked us very highly once they have completed their degree with the overall positivity of how they felt things went. So again, that's great. That's great feedback for us. It tells us that we're doing the right thing. Our students are leaving us happy. And yeah, to be ranked number 3 in the whole of the UK is fantastic. And we were really happy about that. And that was in the NSS 2023 rankings. So as a university, so ARU, we won University of the Year from the Times Higher Education Awards, which is a large body in the UK that give various rankings and awards to universities. And yeah, it was fantastic that we were able to win University of the Year. And again, it's more feedback and it's more recognition for the great work that we, ARU, as a university is doing. And you can also be guaranteed that you are going to a university in the UK that has the highest standards, and that's vindicated through our gold status. So TEF stands for Teaching Excellence Framework. There's 3 tiers in the UK, and gold is the highest. And Anglia Ruskin was awarded gold status, which again gives you that feedback that you're going to university that really upholds the highest levels of practice and the high standards that you deserve when coming to a university in the UK. And finally, this is just a little kind of story and a little kind of overview or an insight as to what our postgraduate students do after they've graduated. So Patricia was one of our MBA International students, and whilst studying her MBA International, she teamed up with our employability team, and we managed to get her a internship with Hitachi, which is a Japanese IT company. Things went very well. We continued to work with Hitachi, and we continued to work with Patricia. And once she finished her degree, she managed to gain a full-time employment as well after that. So again, it's a little story about what we can do to help you alongside your studies. So, what I'm trying to get across here is, although the primary reason to coming to the UK and coming to do a postgraduate course is, of course, to get that qualification that's going to look great on your CV and hopefully give you the opportunities in whichever country you want to live in, that would stand you in a slightly higher position than maybe other students that don't have that. But if you are interested in getting work experience while studying, this is a great example of one of our students that has done that. Great, and yeah, that's it really. I think we're doing a Q&A now as well, so be happy to take any questions. My details are on screen, and please have a look at our website. You could go on to london.aru.ac.uk, and there's lots of information for international students under our international section on our website. Hugo, back to you.
Thank you, Matthew. Yes, we have questions, please. The first one is, what are the requirements to get enrolled into the Anglia Ruskin University London?
Sure. Is there a particular country that has asked that question? Because obviously the requirements do change from country to country. What I would maybe suggest is if you go on our website, and you have a look at the entry criteria, it breaks it down by country and region, which I think would probably be helpful if we're looking at different countries here. From an English perspective, which is slightly more broad and wide ranging, what we're looking for is IELTS 6.5 overall, and 5.5, no less than 5.5 in any subcomponent. But from the academic side, it really depends on which country that student is applying for. And like I say, I would encourage any applicant to have a look at our website or speak to Global Studies, who'll be able to advise you further.
Thank you, Matthew. The other question is about what discounts can students apply when they arrive in Anglia Ruskin University London?
Is it discounts to the tuition fee or discounts to just general living?
About the tuition fee.
Tuition fee, yeah. So we have two scholarships. So there's an entry scholarship which can be up to £4,000, and again that is assessed upon your application. So whether depends on the personal statement, depends on the current the qualification, the English requirement, etc. But that can be awarded up to £4,000. And we also have a early payment scholarship, early payment discount, which is another £1,000. So if you pay your tuition fee in full before starting the course, then there's another £1,000. So it's a potential £5,000 off the tuition fee.
Thank you, Matthew. And the other question is about the deadlines regarding accommodation. What can you tell us about that? How long in advance is good to take the time to reserve accommodation?
Yeah. I mean, it depends really. So if you're looking for a private rental, you can tend to do things a little bit later, and things can move a little bit quicker. So with anything, I would say minimum 2 to 3 weeks. 4 weeks ideally before coming to the UK, it would be good to secure your accommodation. If you were looking at private rental, as I said, you could sometimes do that between 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how flexible you were with potential options. With student accommodation, you'd be looking probably at least 4 weeks to 5 weeks before coming to the UK, I would suggest. As I said during the presentation, we have an accommodation team in our London campus that are there to help. So if you did want to find more information on that, you can have a look on our website and then contact us.
Oh, thank you. And Matthew, about how is the process to get the CAS? How many months in advance can students request the CAS? How much deposit the students need to pay in order to get the CAS?
Yeah. So the process of getting the CAS is you would submit your application. As long as we could accept you and everything was, you meet the criteria, and we had the certificates and the IELTS or whatever English qualification that you're applying with, and it was all accepted, you would then receive a conditional offer. That process of applying to receiving an offer can take anywhere between 1 and 2 weeks, depending if we need to request more information or whatever else it may be. That tends to take 1 to 2 weeks. Once you've received the conditional offer, the deposit would then need to be paid, which is a £4,000 deposit. Once the deposit has been paid, we will then arrange a pre-CAS interview with you, the applicant. That can take roughly 1 week to book in a date. Once that has been booked, and if everything went well, we then start the process of issuing the CAS, which again takes up to 1 week, no more than 1 week after that. Once the CAS has been issued, then the student can then start the process of obtaining their visa. So all in all, what we tend to see is anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks is a general kind of cycle if everything runs fairly smoothly. Obviously, things can sometimes take a little bit longer depending on documents and things like that. The deadline for September is approaching towards the end of this month will be the deadline for September. So if you do want to make an application, I would advise you to do that as soon as possible. And then for January, the deadline will be towards the end of December. So it's generally 2 to 3 weeks before the course start date.
Thank you, Matthew. That is really important. And I think those are all the questions we have. Thank you, Matthew, for your time. And it is important to tell the students that if you are looking for high-quality higher education programs, Anglia Ruskin University London is the option for you. Contact us and start your application today. Our team is happy to help you and give you all the necessary guidance. Matthew, thank you for your time. We appreciate your explanation to our students of the advantages of studying at Anglia Ruskin University London.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hugo.
No, thank you, everybody, for being with us today. And we will be soon in another live stream. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.